Just watch me dance.
Welcome so much to the 31st episode of the virtual podcast.
Do that. Didn't it show up on the 11th and the 21st too?
You did.
Oh, you're still looking for the episode? Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
It's the whole running thing. Did she see on the 11th? It wasn't going to be until like the 120th or something you were going to come back, but you just keep coming back.
You had this thing. Yeah, while we're at it, Shadow of Thy Gods, the returning queen to the show.
Sorry.
Back again. And we'll give you a little bit proper introduction. First and foremost, I need to go through what we have in store for today. So, this is our new studio, by the way. Thank you for noticing. I've spent a lot of hours on it, and I'm rather proud. Today, on this show, we are going to be talking about CES. That happened this year, not too long ago. There was a bunch of new stuff being dropped. We have updates from Nofio. We got our world highlights and our game highlights. And all of that is to come. But before we get into that, we need to get introductions out of the way. So, my name is Kenny, of course. We've got Hang Tight, the stream master.
Still here.
He's got shades. He's got shades now. I'm actually quite jealous of those.
Dude, looking
Wait,
fly.
are we gonna wear our sunglasses? Oh wait, I don't have sunglasses.
You guys aren't supposed to wear sunglasses inside buildings. That's not nice.
But I look awesome. I also have a hat. I got the backwards hat now.
So disappointed in you guys. So disappointed. You're just like Kenny.
Seems like
New year, new me.
Wait, wait. Just hat
Some-
game. You're the only one without a
Everyone's just
hat.
gonna be wearing hats now.
Yeah.
Don't talk about
You
my
got some
hair
hair
sticking
sticking
through
out
my
of your hat, by the
I
way.
said, no, I said don't talk about that. My blend shapes
Imagine
weren't working.
Flipping.
I mean, while we're on the hat topic, I fixed my hat now, so now it doesn't de-render and show my strange bald spot on my head anymore.
It's a new year.
So
it's
now
a
I
new
finally got that
us.
sorted. New year, new us. Still
New year,
the
new me.
same format, I guess, but we got an upgraded studio. And the main reason was because our old studio, well, the after show crew required the set for the entire day, so they basically outbid us. So yeah, we went ahead and we left further out town and we built this.
Bigger
Hopefully they
and
won't come
better.
and rent this place too.
Still no
Yeah.
doors. They built it with us
Still no
inside.
doors. We're still trapped. We're still trapped in here as always.
Don't worry about it.
We'll always be trapped.
So yeah, it's way more spacious, which allows us to do a little bit more clever camera angles. That was the main driver for me pushing out the walls, upping the ceiling, just so I could be a little bit more creative on the camera angles that we use. It doesn't feel as cozy as the old worlds because it's more wider and it's like we're in this gigantic room right now and it doesn't feel the same anymore. I have to
I should
admit.
make you something to put in here.
Just do like a
I've
giant
actually
statue
thought
of
about-
yourself. Just put it.
Put a giant doghouse in
One
here.
of the ideas I had was to elevate this stage here just a little bit, maybe like with a foot or two, and drop the ceiling maybe a little bit. But at the same time, we got this chandelier that is never
Yeah,
in
if
the
you-
picture.
If you made this higher and brought the ceiling lower, the chandelier would be way too close.
Yeah, it would be, and it would be in the camera frame as well. So that, which was an advantage on the old world. We didn't have any chandeliers, so those were never an issue in terms of where I put the cameras. But now, in order for me to add that, I actually had to up the ceiling to this ridiculous height. But never mind that.
It looks cool. I like it.
I'll sort it out. Maybe I'll get rid of the chandelier and I'll do something more standardized, like spotlights that what we currently have.
Mm-hmm.
Something. But yeah, I'll work on this. This is a work in progress, but hopefully it does have a little bit more clever camera angles. Like you get to see more instead of like very, very zoomed in and not wider views at all.
Mhm.
But now we can with this anyway. Regardless. So yeah, welcome so much to the show, Shadow, again. So what have
Nice to
you
be
been
back.
up to?
Haha! A lot.
A lot?
Yeah. Been running the clubs as normal. Just had my club pass 500 members. I just passed a full year of VR chat dancing. I made a body base from scratch. This is a brand new avatar that I just finished like 3 days ago. I've uploaded like hundreds
Wow.
of avatars at this point. for
Well,
people.
it does
Go
look
on.
amazing. I do. The base is really cool. I really do enjoy it.
Mhm.
You
But
did
yeah.
really well on that one.
Just a lot of creator bullshit. So,
Is it for sale on Gumroad?
not yet. It should be by the end of the month.
Okay.
But the body bases I'm selling are different than my own custom because this one is exactly ratioed to my IRL proportions. So I'm not selling this one specifically.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, well, it looks incredible. Well done.
But yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if I should do more Avatar stuff. Like, I've been so deep into world stuff recently, like a ridiculous
I
amount.
need
Not
to
just
start
this
learning
world.
world stuff.
I've been knee deep in Blender world stuff. Like, I guess I could probably say this. I'm building another world that I've been building from scratch. I'm not ready to announce anything of it yet, but yeah, doing a world from scratch, like all assets, everything from the bottom up, that's a
I've
lot
done
of
that.
work.
Yeah, I've done that like 6 times now.
Okay.
I do blood.
You got some catching up to do.
Worlds, but I can't do the Unity portion. I can only make like the scratch assets. I can't do the Unity portion. I still have a really hard time using Unity.
Huh.
That's surprising.
Well,
Like most people know
For me,
like
it's the
Unity,
opposite.
but like no one knows Blender.
Yeah, I know Blender inside and out, but I don't know Unity.
mm.
I know
Well,
enough to put a hat
one or
on
the other.
and PNGs.
What more do you need, to be honest?
That's all you need.
That's where I started. That's where anybody should start with creation. You just get a model and you mess around and find out.
Mess around and find out. Indeed. Mm. Falcon.
You too
Hello.
are a returning hero.
Indeed, I am.
You've been here before.
Yes. It's probably, I think, like my 3rd or 4th time.
Don't remember.
Too many
Yeah,
times.
something like that. I can't remember. Yeah,
Too many times. What do you mean, too many times?
You're here
Every stream.
I don't want to hear it.
Crack when you're stuck in a room.
No, we like you, Falcon.
No, you don't. It's okay. I get it.
You gotta lie to him.
You provide good
Yeah,
content.
exactly. You guys only like me for my content. How could you?
So what have you been up to recently, Falcon?
Nothing much. Still trying to.
Still trying to fit in for moving and everything. Getting a little bit better, getting to know the place a lot more, but other than that, nothing new really. Hanging out with friends and trying to live life.
Yeah, sounds like a good thing to do. But yeah, as somebody who has moved a fair bit, yeah, that shit sucks.
Fair bit. Fair bit. We'll say a fair bit.
Yeah, I don't really want to go into details, but let's just say.
Oh no, what happened?
He's always on the move.
Nothing bad. He's
always
always
on
more
the
like
move.
I go on adventures all the time.
Adventure.
No, no.
There's some stuff I want to do, but you know, the worst part about moving, it's not really in my opinion anyway, it's not really the get a grasp of the new place. Really, that shit comes half naturally if you give it a little bit of time.
Mhm.
The worst part is when you have 3 goddamn bags and you're trolleyed around the airport and you have a connecting flight in the next 15 hours that you got nothing to do while waiting for
Jesus.
it, and that
See,
that
I've
part.
always just moved by car. So
See,
I've moved like
I've
pretty
only-
much
I've only
like every
moved
year,
one
or
time.
every 2 years. So I just drive when I move. I throw everything I own in my car and I leave.
Yeah. Moving by vehicle, it's much. You have much more control over how you travel when you drive around instead of going on airplanes and staying on
Mhm.
airports and whatever. Like to some degree, that is to be preferred if you're just moving like a short distance, say like a 24-hour drive or something. That's easily doable.
Never moved
But-
that far.
Yeah, I only
Oh.
moved 6 hours. This is the only move I had in my life, really.
My longest was 14.
24.
Oh, my longest drive was like
24,
32.
32.
See, Kenny likes to complain, but then he'll send you Snapchats of him in his fancy
You know what's
airport
funnier than
lounge
24?
drinking.
He's like, look at me, I'm
beer."
hanging out, chilling.
In my fancy airport lounge. But the trick
VIP.
that's the only thing that makes the airports bearable is when you get to stay in the lounges. But when you have connecting flights and you have to recheck in your luggage, that's a nightmare because more often than not, you don't get access to the lounge before 4 hours before your flight.
That's dumb.
Yes, it's very dumb. But in the lounges, you get free beverages, free everything really, and they have usually really good stuff like cakes, good bread. Yeah, it's
See,
Meanwhile, us
I had
normal
one
people,
layover one time.
us normal people are paying
normal?
$6 for a Gatorade.
No,
just drink water.
I had a layover once, and that layover was only for an hour, and I wind up staying in Atlanta, Georgia for a whole night.
Jeez.
Because I got stuck in there. Because, yeah. I don't like layovers. They're not my thing.
No, layovers sucks. They really do. It's fine to chill in the airplane for like 7-8 hours as long as there's like no baby that's trying to
Should
ear rape
cry
you.
constantly. Yeah.
There was one flight I had where there was this woman who had a child who was screaming the entire flight, and
Jesus.
she was back in economy, right? But eventually she just decided to walk around the aircraft, the whole fuselage. And so
Oh,
this was a
no.
double aisle aircraft, right? So she just went all the way over to business into first class and then returned and went in this pattern right here. And I was like, oh
Jesus.
my god. At first I was pretty angry and I thought, Jesus Christ, yeet the baby. But eventually I was like, oh my god, imagine being her, not being able to calm your child down or whatever.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So much stress and... See, I think the worst thing of it all is, especially when you go to an airport you've never been to, I've never been that far down. I mean, I've been to Florida, but Atlanta, Georgia was the first time I went to that airport, and I wanted to get food because I was hungry, and I didn't realize I had to take a train, an inside train, to get food, to go to a place to get food. So when I did that,
That's
I read my
insane.
flight wrong. Yeah, I read my flight wrong by like 15 minutes. By the time I got back to my plane, it was like 8 minutes before boarding, and they were like, "Yeah, it's too late." Just like, it
What?
sucks. And yeah, and it's like because they closed the door 15 minutes before boarding. That's the thing I don't understand. The next day, right? I get on my flight because I missed it, and you know it's 1 minute before we're about to take off, and they're still letting people in. I was like, "You guys couldn't let me do this yesterday. Why?" Just why?
Yeah,
It
that's
sucks.
stupid.
Never fly Spirit, people. Never fly
Oh,
Spirit.
that's your
Spirit
problem.
sucks. Listen, they were the cheapest.
Dude, did you hear the whole debacle that what was it? Southern no wait. Gotta look what the name of the airline was again. Like they canceled a bunch of people's flights.
Oh, for the
Over the
Southwest
holidays?
Airlines. For
Yeah,
for going
Southwest.
west.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's because of that really crazy blizzard that I.
No,
was
no,
it was
no.
a blizzard, or was it, or no?
There's more to it. Their entire system messed up, and they had to
Oh,
cancel
Jesus Christ.
thousands of unnecessary flights. They've got like a whole bunch of class action lawsuits open against them, and they're also under investigation right now by the fucking
I want it
Department of
back.
Transportation. Yeah.
I would have been like, give me a free trip to wherever the fuck I want.
Dude, I'm telling my boyfriend he needs to enter that because he was due to be back where he's stationed after we spent the holidays with his family and stuff like that. And he couldn't get back to base in time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So next time on
Yeah.
the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles podcast, we're going to talk about the trains.
The trains. Yeah. that was actually the first time. That was the first time I ever took a train was when I went over to see family, and I'd rather choose a train over plane. It's a lot longer on the train, but it is so much more easier and like less confusing and everything like compared to a plane. It's ridiculous.
I've never been on like a travel train like that.
We honestly should change the title of the podcast. I think we do talk about planes and automobiles more than we talk
Train,
about
planes, and
automobiles. We might have to call it the transportation podcast. at some point.
Transportation podcast.
The virtual transportation podcast.
And instead of sitting on a
We
carpet,
all
we
sit
all
on
sit on a
Viago.
train.
Stations.
We all sit on little trains.
Train world or a plane world. Every podcast is different. One, we're sitting in the car the entire time. Another is a train. Another is a plane.
I'm down.
Oh my goodness. Well, we should probably get back on the virtual topics, I guess.
Yeah.
Enough rant about the airplanes and trains and whatnot. So yeah. CES happened, Justin.
CES did happen. Oh, you're transitioning to me. Okay, yeah, this is my part of the podcast. That's right, the news. All right, CES happened last week, January 5th to the 8th. It is the Consumer Electronics Show. Basically, it's where all the big tech people come in, show their ideas, products, anything. And a big portion of it is virtual reality. And we could probably just make an entire like 4 or 5 hour podcast on all the VR stuff there, but I mean, we could do that if we want. Do you guys want to do that?
I mean, I'd rather talk about plane. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
What events to run?
Train.
I just took a few things that seemed interesting to me from it. You can go to the CES website and see all the big things. But the first one, HTC was there showing off their new headset that they had been leaking and trickling rumors about for a while. The HTC...
Yeah, it's a new XR headset, right?
Yep, HTC Vive XR Elite. There's an Elite one, and it's the Quest Pro competitor. So it's at the prosumer price point. It's $1,100. And here's a little snippet of it.
I believe someone else had a headset that looks like that. I don't remember who exactly. Someone else has a headset that looks like goggles like that, or glasses like that.
Yeah. So it is AR VR, and you can full color pass through. Has inside out tracking. I believe it does have the eye tracking. And it has these little attachment things where you can wear it like a set of glasses, or you can put the battery
That's
pack
cool.
on the
I like that.
back of it. Yeah.
I don't like the controllers though. They're like Quest exactly.
Yeah, everyone's using that. Everyone just bought the same molds that the Quest uses. Yeah, it's a nice small little thing. What I've heard from people who have tested it is it's one of the best balanced headsets because the batteries are on the back of the head. Everything is nice and perfectly balanced as all things should be. But yeah, it's a headset. It's cool.
How does it compare in terms of the Quest 2 though? Does it rock the same displays or?
It has the same Snapdragon processor. Its displays resolution is better. It's 19 by 1920 by 1920 per eye.
Okay.
The pass-through capability. Apparently, with the Quest Pro's pass-through, it doesn't feel like you're. I forget what people said. Like, because of the cameras, it looks weird. Like when you grab something with the headset on, you're not actually grabbing it. But apparently, with the Vive, like it's 1-to-1. Like if you turn on the pass-through, it just feels like you're looking through the glasses. Apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's big for like AR stuff, which is crazy. What else did it have? Trying to look at it. Yeah, $1,100, so cheaper than the Quest Pro. It has standalone as well as PC VR capabilities, as most have. It has Wi-Fi chips in it as well for streaming stuff. For the wireless tetherless PC VR. That's the word.
The Wi-Fi 6E support.
Yeah. Which kind of brings me to my next news thing.
Nowadays.
All the wireless. Do you not like the
No,
wireless?
I was gonna say the price on everything. It's no, I love the wireless. I wish I can just go back to a wireless, but it's the price. Like,
yeah, the price.
I get it. You know, the stuff doesn't make. You know, I get it. It's a Quest competitor, and you know, making this stuff isn't cheap, especially nowadays. But like $1,100, it's like at that point you're paying for an index. Like, you might as well you might as well buy an index at that point instead of buying that because it's.
I mean, if you don't have a starter kit.
Yeah, and like it sucks because it's like that is like a Quest competitor, so it's a standalone. But at that point, you might as well buy a budget PC and buy, if anything, just a regular Quest and just connect it together. Because that's what I did. My PC was a budget PC and it started out because like I wouldn't, like I said, I bought my index, but it's like $1,100 for a standalone headset. That's like the Quest a bit. It's like, I'm still not getting PC capabilities. Like and if it's running VR chat, it's probably still going to be Android settings and everything. So it's like, it's going to be a little, you're going to be paying $1,100 for something you can just
you're paying. I think the people who would buy it are more like they just have crazy money, or they want it for like the AR stuff, the XR capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, if it's for your business, like the Quest Pro is if it's for your business, it's understandable. But if it's for gaming wise, you might as well just.
Yeah, if it's for gaming.
There's cheaper ways and better ways for doing it. Essentially, you might as well just buy the Quest 2 and get a budget PC, or build one yourself, and you're essentially saving more money than just buying that.
And these controllers are so much nicer.
Yeah, I don't like that whole ring on the top thing. Like, when I had my Quest, that thing was so annoying. Like, it's not.
It never bothered me. I don't like the Quest 2 controllers, though. I liked the original Quest controllers.
I didn't have the original. I had the Quest 2 controllers. I didn't like that ring thing.
Because the original Quest controllers were a little bit smaller, and at least for me, they were a bit easier to hold. And they felt more natural in the grip. Now the Quest 2 controllers, I hate like touching them when I switched to using my Quest to dance.
I like the index controllers. They're nice.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like how
Yeah,
they
I
just
do too.
stay.
Yeah,
Until you fling something.
Yeah, so you don't
can-
have to
can
be
fl-
like
you-
holding them the entire time. You can just open your hands and let your fingies breathe.
Mhm.
Gotta let the fingies breathe.
Open palms.
And you can you can raise these to kids.
Alright, you know what, dude? You need to relax right there. I said no negativity as I try to stick my middle finger at you.
Yeah,
But
see-
yeah, never underestimate the fuck you capabilities of the index controllers.
always superior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, CES had.
I still.
Oh, you can go ahead.
I was just gonna say that one game called Blast on Steam. It's you know that shooting arena game. It's a just very quickly. It's a platform shooter kind of deal in 3D space. You spawn against an opponent. You have this you have a loadout of weapons that you can customize. Some weapons are like a shotgun, a pistol, lasers that'll stay in place for a bit, and you just dodge this. And so it's basically cardio, really. Like it's a lot of work to dodge all of those bullets. And the best part is, like, most of the players in that game are kids, and so they have quests. They have a quest too, right? And so they can't middle finger you, right? So whenever, and you have these emotes you can do to like say good luck, fair play, or whatever, you know. And they would always do this. And I would just stand there and do this. And they were like, and there's like, no, you're not allowed to do voiceover. There's no voiceover, right? So you can see the shock on their face, like they're coming in, passing it.
Nothing like
with
sticking,
those great
nothing like sticking your
vibes.
middle finger at a bunch of 12-year-old kids. What's wrong with you, Kenny? There's something wrong with you.
And you can see them, you know, after they've done it, they try. They're like,
Yeah, I support
I mean,
it.
well, now Quest
Try
has
their
their
best.
backing. So now it,
You know what?
it works, but
Dude, I got my dad a VR headset for Christmas because he'd been borrowing my Quest. So I'm just like, here, just take your own because he loves getting on VR chat and stuff now. And he uses the Quest finger tracking, and honestly, it's really cool because they recently put through an update that actually made it a lot better.
how do you feel your dad being on VR chat?
Doesn't bother me. I mean, he knows what I do in regards to clubbing and stuff like that, and he just hangs out on here.
I just mean the toxicity. The kids.
Oh,
I don't think I could ever
listen,
put my.
where
I
do
don't
you
think I
I
could
get it
ever
from?
put my mom.
Speaking
be
of
the opposite.
parents in VR chat, actually, once I actually smacked my index on my mum.
Oh no.
I think I remember
It
this.
was, yeah, I think I've told it before. I'm not sure if I've told it on the podcast before. Maybe you can enlighten me if I have. But
I don't remember. It may have been on the podcast,
don't-
but I've heard it before.
yeah, anyway,
Yeah,
but
that's
basically
Might as well
what
tell it again.
happened, I had completely forgotten about a deal with my mum. Gonna go do something. I forgotten what it was, but anyway, she came over to my house and she was just like, "Oh, have you forgotten?" And I had my index on and I was in VR chat in a drinking night midday. I wasn't drunk or anything, but I was in this little gecko avatar and I was just messing with people. This gecko could pull out a gun and all, so it was quite fun. So yeah, and I was like, "Oh yeah, shit. Let me just go downstairs and freshen up a little bit and change my clothes." So in the meantime, this was also at the point when my index was new. So I just like, yeah, check this out. So I smacked the headset of my mom, and she was just like, "Whoa," in drinking night, right? So I went off, changed my clothes, freshened up, went to the toilet, came back, and she was in the middle of a heated argument with this kid. I I don't really remember what they were discussing or anything. I just remember she was angry and she had her pointy finger out, right? Just, you listen here, young man.
It's just the gecko.
Yeah.
That's great. See, I got all of
And
my
the worst part is-
family headsets.
When she did that with the pointy finger, that's how you pull out the gun. She was like,
Threatening him. You better listen here.
Your mom pulled out the Glock.
Your mom pulled out the
Not the
Glock.
Oh my god, that's fucking great.
Yeah, I was like, I just saw the PC monitor and I was like, okay, this is enough.
I think a lot of people are too afraid to like bring like their like normal like IRL friends or family or whatever into VR chat and stuff. But like I like all my family is on VR chat, like my little sister and my twin little brothers and my dad. And then I also got it for like my best friends and stuff like that, and we all just hang out in VR chat.
Sweet.
I only have
I
one
mean, I
person
tried to
that
get
I
it
know
for my best
IRL
friends.
that gets on here. My cousin.
Yeah, my
that's
best
it.
friends never get on. And it makes me mad.
Mm. I think
I would
I
want my
managed to
IRL
force
friends to stay away.
What the hell? Why is that?
I would be judged so hard. Listen, I would be judged so
that's,
hard.
Yeah, that's how my friends are. Well, a few of my friends play, but a few of them get in and they just want to go to like the mini golf or the flying jets. And they were like, look at this character and be like, why are you weird anime guy? And just think I'm weird. other than leave.
Mine would be like, why are you always in a female avatar? Blah blah blah. You're always like nude or whatever. I'm like, what? All right, you know what? Leave me alone. Like, you trying to tell us
I
something?
mean, I would concur.
It's cool. They
Even
think
though I've been in this game for 4 years,
they
it's
only
still
like
weird.
it because they think it's a game and they just want to go to mini games and all that stuff. They don't get the social aspect. So
Mhm.
I just let them do what they want. I won't force anyone to do it.
Yeah, the only person I know IRL wise that's on here doesn't, and he doesn't get on very often. But it's like the one day he joined, he was like, "This is my girlfriend." I was like, "Oh no, he fell on this side." Oh no. I was like, why? I was like,
I
"Did you
mean-
meet on here?" He was like, "Yep."
I'm at the like some. It's not really for everyone. I mean, my best buddy. I got an extra index, extra starter kit, trackers, and all. Set it all up for him, and told him, "You're gonna have to be in VR chat with me a day or two." And what did he do? He just played Beat Saber all day.
Beat Saber. Dude, what's wrong with Beat Saber? Where's the?
Nothing's wrong with Beat Saber. Beat Saber is amazing.
I tried to get my
Except the
mom
business
'cause
model.
when I got my Quest originally, she knew what it was like, but she never tried it. But then, she saw that I got a new headset, of course, as parents would be. This was when I was 2 years ago, so it was 18. It's just starting out, life essentials. She was like, "Oh, how much did you buy this one for?" I was like, yeah, a hefty amount. I'm not gonna talk about it, but yeah. And then, I told her, I was like, "Do you want to try it?" She said yes a couple of times, but she just never had the time to actually try it. And it's just like, you know what? I think if I gave her something, I think she would break something, and I don't want this broken. Because knowing her, she'll walk
That's
into
why
a
you just
wall
give
or
them
something.
The quest. The quest is like indestructible.
Yeah. And I got rid of my Quest.
I mean, the index can withstand a punch too.
For the amount of time on the wall by accident.
I mean, who haven't walked into a wall in VR?
Oh no, I
No
haven't.
way.
Oh, wait,
well,
you
actually,
said who
that's a
hasn't.
lie. I've walked into.
haven't.
I've. Oh god. Ladies first.
Okay. I haven't walked into a wall, but I have roundhouse kicked one.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I don't
I guess
really
that
know
can be
which one is
considered
worse.
though. But I mean,
I have punched it, I have roundhouse kicked it, but I've never walked directly into it.
It was my situation when I lived back at my old place. My setup was I was next to the window. I would walk into my window so many times. I was like, one day I'm just gonna fall out this window. I'm really gonna fall out this window.
Somebody's gonna open the window, you're not gonna know, and you're gonna go. Whoop.
Yo, but if you were in VR chat,
Uh-oh.
that'd be really cool for a split second, just for everyone else
It'd be
watching.
really cool to see me fall from a distance, just fall down out of the world.
Like, oh, I guess you
Don't
lost
worry
tracking.
about it. The tether will slow down your fall.
Yeah, the tether will save you.
Yeah.
Tether will save you.
Then you're just hanging outside of your house by your neck from a cable on your window.
You're just holding for dear life to the headset, just like ah.
I think
And then
Sin
the
is trying to
breakaway
tell us
cable gives.
to get back on track.
Oh, are we off track? We are off track, huh?
Yeah.
Um,
Track. Right. We were
another-
on wireless.
So yeah, going from the wireless, the next thing I chose for my news is Intel. Just as of 6 days ago, has partnered with Meta to create a new Wi-Fi card for low latency PC VR gaming on the Quest 2. So they're gonna make a new what am I trying to say here? A card
Wi-Fi adapter.
and router, yeah, to do Wi-Fi 6E much better on the Quest. And a little teaser thing.
I think we talked about this before, but was it a different brand? I thought Meta was doing their own kind of thing before, or was it someone else?
It was a different
just thinking of someone
brand
else.
that made their own, like. Are you thinking about the one for the Index? That we were talking
No,
about?
it was for the Quest. There was you said there was one you can attach in the power slot of the Quest, and I believe, and it was or on top of it or something. It was a whole Wi-Fi adapter for the Quest.
I
the
forget.
one
I think
for
there's.
now.
I think there's
yeah,
tons
the
of them now.
D-Link.
D-Link.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
I
it is.
got that for I got that. I tested it out for a bit. For me, my internet was good enough that it didn't make too much of a difference for me because I have a really good Wi-Fi 6 router and it's literally above my head, so I don't have to worry about it. But I got it for my boyfriend so that he didn't have to use a VPN in his barracks, and it works really well. It really helps with latency.
Because I know some of those stuff can, a lot of the times they'll say it's all this, it's the best thing in the world, so and so. They say that, but then you get it, and it's like, this is not what I paid for. This is not really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
quality.
and
I know
in this
two
case,
people who use it.
in this case, I don't know if. Sure, maybe it's faster Wi-Fi gaming or whatever, but Intel being paired with Meta, maybe it'll lead to future work with who knows what processors, who knows, and it could just like blow up into a giant thing. But for now, Intel's doing their Wi-Fi
That's more
stuff.
what I would expect, honestly.
Yeah.
Is Intel to try and specialize in some like VR specific processors,
That would be really cool.
but
Like
I mean, they
the
have the
partnership
capability
is
to
the
do
real,
it.
the
Otherwise
real
they haven't
thing.
done it already.
Yeah.
I mean, Intel has been sneaking in their what's it called? Their new graphical processor.
They got their new graphics card. Now they're partnering with Meta.
What's it called? Ignite? No. Ignition? No.
You talking about Intel's
Apache
new
helicopter?
thing?
I don't remember. Yeah, Intel's
The
new
Intel's
thing.
new
What's it
GPU.
called? Yeah, it's not really a GPU. It's like a.
Or is it just a graphics
Well, it
card?
is.
Yeah, it
I
is.
was gonna say it's a graphics card.
I keep forgetting what it is, but yeah, they're investing. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a first standalone GPU from Intel in 2030 or 2029.
It's the Intel Arc.
Arc, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, Arc. Yeah, I think Intel will push for making their own GPUs within 5-6 years. No, not V. Well, maybe
the
they'll
Arc is
start
their own
developing
GPU,
XR.
and it's already here.
I mean, is it?
The Intel Arc? Yeah, there's already like reviews and stuff on it. I don't think it's actually that good. I'm pretty sure most.
Yeah, I was gonna say
most of
against
the-
competitors like AMD and Nvidia, a lot of even though Intel has the money for it, it's probably gonna be really hard to compete against those guys.
Yeah.
Like they've been doing it for so long, especially if it's your first GPU. You know, you guys are.
They're gonna
I
need a
guess,
couple
yeah,
of
with,
generations.
you know, yeah, because like I get your own CPUs. It's a lot different, but it's like like Nvidia and AMD has been doing it for years. So it's like they already have down bat like they know what to do.
They
and-
definitely need some time to get a grasp on things and
Yeah.
how to develop or
'Cause
process
it's something completely
graphics
new to them.
altogether. Yeah, and it's not like that's just one of the hurdles in terms of just making the hardware. Like 90, maybe not 90. I'd say 60 or between 60 and 80% of it is actually the software and making the drivers and pushing this onto other developers and making this work seamlessly with everything else. Like that's one of the things that Nvidia does incredibly well and has done for like since Nvidia started to become popular. They've really pushed on having really good drivers and like whenever a new game comes out, make sure things work.
Mm-hmm.
To some
I mean,
degree.
there's always
They've
an
had
update for
hiccups.
them too. Like on their app that they have, their program, literally, this game is specialized. This update is specialized for this game because it just came out. They want it the best for people. Like, it's
Mhm.
amazing how hard they work for their drivers and how much they actually try to provide performance in it, which is good and which is what you want because you want good ratings. You want people to buy your stuff. And if you can't
Oh, yeah.
perform that good performance, then you're not really going to.
Yeah, 100%. I think Intel will take some time to learn GPUs, but they're trying, and I have faith in Intel. Intel has
I do too. It'll take them a bit.
they've like I like Intel as like their processors. They're just superior to AMD's processors. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I've never used an Intel. I've only used Ryzen. I haven't
Oh.
tried any.
The last time, oh my god,
Oh,
my tracking.
Goodbye
leg.
tracking. Uh-oh.
Don't mind my leg. Leg's doing leg things.
Yeah, just leg things.
What was I gonna say?
Hey, that's just my that's just my hip. It's just my hip. It's my hip doing hip things.
Hips doing hip things, legs doing leg things.
Next thing you know, my base station's turned off.
Yeah. Knock on wood.
Yeah, I don't have wood.
I completely lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Crap. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
I have
So
one
the,
more little bit of news. Unless you're going
I
to
wanna
something
say
cool.
this. While
Did
we're
you
on
also
the
start?
wireless topic, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you remember the Kickstarter that was for the Nofio wireless adapter for the Valve Index?
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. Falcon was talking about.
Mhm.
That's
Oh.
right. Yeah.
Use on that.
So they pushed out an update last year or just before New Year, basically explaining their progress, where they're at. So hardware configurations are basically what did it say? Like 80 to 90% complete.
Yeah.
Casings and the battery compartment was like 60% complete. They're at very high numbers. So they expect to be done with the design of the whole thing early this year. So I suspect within 3
Why not?
months, maybe 4.
But I expect to pay $500 out of my pocket. wireless after.
Oh, I'm on the Kickstarter thing, so I'll get it eventually, maybe. Depends if they go bankrupt. Things cost a lot of money to
Hopefully
develop
they,
today.
Hopefully, yeah, and hopefully they don't, because I really want to go back to wireless. And I don't want to go out again. I don't
Yeah,
want to deal with
we'll
all
see. We'll see how they develop over the course of this year. I mean,
like my
towards
wire.
the end of this year, we should know whether or not they will be successful or not. They might run into cost overruns, and like the most dangerous phase for them isn't. They're not there yet. Like the most dangerous phase of any development of any product at all is the certification period. Like I think Tundra Labs. Sorry, I just need to stand up for a hot minute. I need my snooze. Sorry. Oops. So Tundra learned this the hard way. They were like, "Oh, it's ready. We're gonna ship soon. And then they learned that, oh, so the EU has this regulations, and the country within the EU have this regulations, and then America have their own regulations, and then you have Australia and all other fancy places of the world, and this delayed them significantly in their progress to ship. And furthermore, it was even after they started shipping, they encountered troubles in terms of shipping to Canada, which resulted in Canadian customers having to pay extra, more than like what was originally the deal. So it was quite a learning experience for them, and I suspect this will be the same for Nofio. And I think Nofio will do wise to take this seriously, like the certification stuff. And the best
Hopefully
thing they
do
do,
their research before.
yeah, hopefully they have done some research at the very least on how those processes work. But they're tedious, especially those in the European Union. Like getting the CE mark on your stuff, that takes a whole lot. Like there's a lot of documentation that needs to go in, how it's manufactured, that it's ethical, blah 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 blah. It's a long story way to get to that goal. I think the best thing Nofio, if I were to give them any tips, is not make big batches before you have all necessary papers in every country done, because there might be some design changes that you have to make in order to get certain certifications. But we'll see. Like, I'm very excited for them. Like, I can't wait to have my Index wireless. Maybe if they ship by next summer, which I suspect, like, they will maybe finish the design half-wittingly to spring. Then they'll start the certification process, which will take roughly half a year to a year. So yeah, maybe we'll have it early next year, and unfortunately it'll be that long. And I know people want to be hopeful and get it earlier, but knowing how Tundra Labs process in getting their trackers certified and how long that process took, it's not going to take any shorter for Nofio.
Yeah.
I don't believe it will, unfortunately. And it's a more complicated product as well that Nofio is selling, like way more complicated. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be 2024. That's that's what I reckon.
The guesstimate.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's still not that long. Like it'll be here before you know.
There's not going to be an Index 2 that's already wireless before then. So we're good.
Yeah.
No, the Index 2 that's due in 2064. So.
Oh yeah, just a couple more years.
26. Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
I give it about maybe 2065. 2065 sounds.
2065. Oh my god.
I wonder when we are gonna see the next jump in technology again. Feels like it's been a hot minute.
I mean, Lord Gaben himself was on national American TV on an interview and explained this. What he thinks is the next natural leap, which is, brainwave readers, just electrodes on your scalp that sits very tightly that can measure the activity in certain regions of your brain from outside the scalp.
I'd shave my
That's
head
what-
for full dive.
Full dive. Let's go.
So the main problem with those things, and it's something that Elon Musk has said about their Neuralink and whatever, they are starting human trials soon with that, by the way, which is exciting. It's that the outside electrodes that you have on your scalp, like you have an insulator, you have the skin in the way, you have some
the
flesh,
bone.
you have some blood, and you have a thick ass skull. So
Rude.
the resolution that you get from reading your brain is extremely narrow, and it narrows the window of what you can achieve with thoughts significantly. There was a famous toy, I think it was like a Jedi toy that was sold everywhere, that had this brainwave scanner and that you could think and you can get like this thing, a ball moving or whatever.
Oh, yep.
And it was incredibly cheap as well. Like, it was ridiculously cheap. And it worked. Like, it really did work. I've tried it before. And I was like, whoa. I'm doing it with my thoughts. Like, damn.
Force.
Yeah, and that toy was actually... what?
I had one of them.
What did you say, Sin?
I had ball toys move with your brain.
Oh, was it like the BB-8 toy?
No, it was like a
Star Wars
it's like
toy.
a
It was
tube that you move.
Yeah,
and
a
like
tube.
it blew air or whatever, and it would move a ball up and down depending on what you're thinking, right?
Ah, okay. Well, I'm thinking of a different thing then.
The only way that thing worked was that it measured the activity in your brain. So the higher activity, the faster the higher the ball went, and the lower the activity, the lower the ball went. So basically, you just stopped thinking, and it didn't move.
It would never move for me.
I would never. There's no thoughts in this head.
Empty up here.
But yeah, that's something that Valve is investigating or testing in Seattle, in the building there, whatever they do. I mean, Valve operates on Valve time, and the interesting thing, I think I've said this before on the podcast, but everybody who works at Valve, they do whatever the heck they want. Like, you get hired there, you come to office, you work on whatever you want to do. Like, if you want to work on Portal, go work on Portal. If you want to work on Half-Life, go work on Half-Life. That's how it works there. You do whatever the heck
If
you
anybody
want.
works at
More or
Valve, work
less.
on the new Left 4 Dead.
You're not the first and you're not the last. But at the same time, like, their quality assurance in terms of what they make when they make it is incredible. Like, whenever they make something, they want to make excellence. They want to make something that's going to be a guaranteed hit, something that's groundbreaking, something that's brand new, who's shifting the tides of stuff. And it shows. Like, everything they've made prior has been superior, except their card game. Never talk about the card game, but yeah, they really have. Like, Portal was a massive success. Half-Life was a massive success. Counter-Strike. We got the Index now, like the Steam Deck, and I mean, fancy Game Boy.
As much as they take their time, if that time takes forever, they still do a very good job. Because I mean, at the end of the day, the more time they take, the more it's gonna be. I mean, granted, some
Yeah.
people want it now, blah blah blah. But you think of it, well, if you rush it a little too much, though, there's gonna be so many problems, and then it's like at the end of the day, Like there were so many games that ended like that. They rushed it so much that just didn't perform well, and everyone's was expecting so much better, but then get rushed, and now it's like so much lower, and it's like that's kind of what happens when you rush. You're not gonna get what you
And-
expected.
Yeah, and like it shows, like the stuff they work on is something that they are really passionate about and really want to. It shows in everything they make. The one thing is also like how to get a job at Valve, and like the only hire well-educated top of a subject. Like if you know something extremely well that they'll need or think they'll need or might need, they'll hire you.
And to work at
Which
Valve.
sort of puts you, like, it sort of requires you to have a PhD and whatnot in something, but yeah.
Never mind. I don't have that.
You can take a doctorate in something. Sure, you have something that you're extremely passionate about or whatever.
Yeah, I guess game tester.
That may be a very popular topic that somebody have already claimed that they're a doctor in testing games.
All right, I want it. Let me.
So. Anyway, so yeah, Nofio.
Yeah, Nofio.
They pushed the update. It's they're working on it. They're like, one thing I miss from Nofio especially is that they should push more updates on their progress. Like, one thing I really fell in love with from Tundra Labs was that they pushed updates very often, super transparent. They even showed pictures of their Chinese factory where you had like all these people assembling their trackers. Like, who does that?
That's pretty nice.
No one.
Get involved in
Yeah.
every step.
Imagine if Apple would show all their children making iPhones.
All right, we're not going in this direction.
Okay.
God damn it, Kenny.
Okay.
No, we're not going
Moving
in
on.
this direction. Moving on. Next topic. Damn it, Kenny.
So you had some. Oh, wait, where are we at in time?
About 50 minutes.
For an hour.
50 minutes?
Where,
Yeah. Hour and 3 minutes. Yeah, so we could probably just go to break and we can do the last bit of news before highlights and whatever. So, yeah, we're going to go to a quick break, freshen up a little bit. After that, we got, like I said, game highlights, we got the world highlights, all the usual jazz, and a little bit more news from CES. So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere.
Hello and welcome back to the virtual podcast, episode 31. And thank you for tuning in, especially those of you who tune in live. Took our break, got refreshments, powdered ourselves up, and we're ready for this. I think.
How does that sound?
I think we just have a little tiny piece of news that I have, and then we'll go into our game and world highlights. So the last piece of news I found interesting was Microsoft in 2020. Oh gosh, maybe I'm drunk. 2021. 2021 got a contract to produce VR or AR, tactical AR headsets for soldiers, and they were going to be based around the
Really?
HoloLens. Yeah, it was a $22 billion contract, which basically, you give it to a soldier, they can get, their stats, and they get their kill death ratio, all that stuff on the screen. No,
Playing COD right there. COD.
you know,
What's your KD?
it'd give you good insight. Show like, you know, I don't know. Just as my guess is it show you like a GPS of where everyone's at and all that cool stuff. But apparently, the HoloLens wasn't doing so good, and was their version of this tactical headset. Unfortunately, was making people dizzy and sick. So now it's only being used in training purposes at the moment. I think they're going back to the drawing boards, but if that blows up, a lot of big technology comes from military. So if Microsoft can do really good on it for the military, maybe it'll come
would
to
make so much money.
it would come to the consumer eventually. You know, I found that kind of cool. But
Our
yeah,
UAV is online.
yeah, like a little kill streak pops up in your feed, man.
It's kind of hard to avoid the whole motion sickness part when it comes to. So I mean, it would be. I guess you can get used to it eventually, but it's like when you're in combat too. If you're thinking of it, that's gonna be you're running around. You know, you're doing all this, and also on, so it can be a bit like.
Oh, am I lagging or are you lagging? Hold up.
He's lagging.
Am I?
Okay, he's lagging.
Oh, am I? Oh no.
Oh, now you sound good. You're just cutting
Maybe
in and
you
out.
Oh. I was saying, like, I get the whole point. Like, you know, you're in combat and everything, and like motion sickness is hard to avoid. So it's like you're running around, you're hot, you know, you're thirsty or whatever. You're in combat, you know. It's gonna be hard to like not get motion sick, I guess, from stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll be a bit difficult or hard to come.
And the adrenaline and all other factors will
Yeah.
play into account. Yeah, if Microsoft can make something that'll work in the field, you know, of a war field, well, good on them. Maybe my sisters will finally be able to try VR.
Sending them to war.
Tried VR yet?
Yeah.
But
like there's a bunch of stuff you could do. Like like the HoloLens is already used for pilots and whatnot. But imagine, I think this is like the conversation they had in some room of the American defense somewhere. They were like, imagine if you stuck this on a soldier. Ooh, that'll be cool. Get Microsoft on the phone.
Yeah.
Something like that went down, I imagine. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they come up with anything that'll work for them. Like if they are successful in making something that'll work and that gives a significant advantage in the field, that technology will definitely be passed down to something consumer grade.
Yep.
No doubt.
yeah, if you
But I do think it'll be
think of all
dumb.
these. Go ahead.
I do think it will be dumbed down slightly in terms of the soldier use, because you can't really handle full render. Maybe you can handle a little bit of night visions or whatever, but like just imagine running around with an index in the field, be like,
I think a lot of it would be like communications and GPS. Like if they get the GPS to go
Coordinates.
down to like, I don't know, the 8th digit, that's pretty good for in combat.
and
Without having to sit there with
showing
your compass
positions
or
of
sat nav radio, just have it right there.
And yeah, and other support factors as well, like where the nearest whatever is, and having a live map feed of where you're at, and live satellite images, the latest one anyway. Right, it would definitely be an advantage.
I just want a kill feed.
I just want to kill I want an all-time live feed of my KD ratio right there, just right there.
It needs to be an HP bar as well.
HP vitals and everything.
Vital. Yeah, you got shot in your arm.
Yeah, Xbox. I think that would be really cool though, because like I get it, like, you're dimming it down so much, but like if you watch all these like future movies or even just video games in general, they have these, like, some places that have like glasses, has like these vital signs, like stuff like that, and it'd be really cool and helpful because it's like at the same time, like if you do night vision goggles on them, that reduces the gear amount too that you have to wear, how much stuff you have to have on your bag. Like if you're doing like GPS and you get SATCOM radio, you might not need a radio man that has a giant backpack of a radio in his bag, and it's like it'll make it so much easier for people too, like the gear count and everything, the weight like people have to carry. It'll be a lot easier if it actually succeeds.
The main problem in the field about just having GPS service is that it's so ridiculously easy to jam. Like, it's stupid. You could probably do it with your car radio. You just hack a little bit. In a confined space, like, it depends on how high of energy that you transmit. But GPS, in general, all of the sort of positioning service satellites that we have, the European one, whatever that one is, Galileo, was it? Galileo? Yeah, Galileo, I think it's called. And the Russian one, which I also forgot the name of. Like, all of them operates on the same principle. They have satellites in different orbits that spam a set frequency down, and you use this to triangulate your position from several of these. Like most modern positioning devices, like a phone, uses both GPS and other satellite services to position themselves. It's quite genius how those work, actually. It's because it's so low power, and they have their advantages and disadvantages, but all of them. But you can 100% use all of them for free, even though I'm not sure if you should or if it's allowed or legal, but there's nothing stopping you.
Well, now you can
Like,
use
There's nothing stopping it, but I
so
think it's technically illegal.
you can use it on a very basic level, but to get your single footage, you need encoding. You need specific, like, it's changing passwords and changing everything like that you put in to get like exact encryption. You need encryption, which I dealt with a lot. In order to get to your exact location, you need all of the encryption correct on the hour, like every time it changes, or else it's very easy to be jammed and all that.
I actually disagree because there's so many satellites. I mean, maybe there are some sorcery going on there. I don't know.
And I guess it depends, because
it's like
depends what systems
you would
you're
get
using
the best
and all
resolution. Yeah, if you used both the European one, the American one, GPS, and the Russian one at the same time, which some devices do, you'd get a pretty good idea of where you're at.
I think it was when I was using the little tracker thing when I was in the military. You can get down to like 100 square feet of you, like with no encryption. But to like get right where you are, you need the encryption to get to. I don't know how that works. They didn't tell me that. They just said put in the code and you'll know where you are.
All right. Well, in any case, like, it'll be fun to see if Microsoft managed to cook up something by 2030 or something like that. Maybe it'll have some prototypes smacked on some heads by the end of next year.
Future soldiers will get achievements on the battlefield.
Achievement get 10 kills.
My kill streak is up. Cluster strike.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that was it for news.
I just had this whole scenario go through my head. You just had 7 kills, but an airstrike available.
You got an airdrop. You care package. Get like a
Care
AC
package
130
of
above. AC
care
130
package
above.
rating.
That would.
Oh no.
I could just imagine.
Hostiles up ahead. Oh lol. Anyway, yeah. That was the news. There are some more. I mean, we need to save something for next podcast as well, I guess. There's
Yeah,
a
there's
bunch more that we can talk about.
way too much news for this week.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
need to
also
have
the new
time to
year,
talk
so
about
there's
planes too.
Probably
Yeah.
gonna
And
be a
we
lot.
spent
Planes,
30
trains, and
minutes
automobiles.
talking about 30 minutes talking about
Got it.
transportation.
Listen, transportation is key. Everyone uses transportation.
I think we went on for like 45 minutes one time about wearing your Quest on an airplane and seeing what would happen.
Oh my.
Yeah, we actually
amount of
had
time-
one
I think it would
episode
be
that was
fine other than motion sickness. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Imagine being able, if you were able to like download like Netflix movies onto your Quest, and then you'd literally just be sitting in a little personal theater.
Don't worry, I'll just
in the
casually
airplane.
play Beat Saber and whack the shit out of my.
That's what we were
my-
talking about.
the person next to me,
Oh my
just
God.
whack.
that was the thing we were discussing that one episode. Just Luna sitting in the cramped seat in economy. Just going nuts.
Oh, what?
Give you your own seat.
Yeah, you'd have to be first class for that. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So, do we want to attack games or worlds first?
Let's do some video games.
Some video games. All right, I guess
Yeah.
I can start. So my game is called theBlu with a capital B, and the rest would be lowercase. It's a VR experience / game. It's like it's a very short one. It's free actually on Steam. You can download it. It's an experience. You're in the sea, swimming with fish, whales, and stuff. It's just soothing, calming, thrilling. It truly is a great experience, and I do recommend everybody to try it out because it's not too long, and it's just beautiful, like just incredible. Like the animation qualities, the sound design, all of it, beautiful. Textures, it's just incredible. Like you really do feel like you're underwater and you get lost.
Do you have a choice of where you go, or does it just sort of take you along for the ride?
There are things you can interact with, like some fun things that when you have the schools of fish pass by and you reach out, they'll be like dispersing instantly. They'll be like, oh,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
they'll be like, oh no,
No,
and then they gather
fishies.
around again. So they're a little bit curious about you as well. Like it's quite interesting. Like how all of that is tied together. Like I really don't want to spoil too much, but since it's so short, but it's really incredible. Like you get this childish feeling when you're there, like you're underwater but you can breathe, and it really takes you there kind of. And I genuinely love it.
I'm gonna do it and hold my breath for the whole time.
I'm gonna. It seems like it would be a great thing for first experience VR too. Like
Did-
things
did
like
you
that,
do
I think
this-
is like the best. No, I have not. Well, I'm saying it seems like it though. Like stuff that
But
are like that, it seems like it would be first
But
best for like.
Did you want, at one point in time when you were a kid, see a TV show, a movie or whatever, and the actors or whatever, the characters, went underwater? Did you hold your breath
Oh yeah,
to see if you could hold it?
I
as
always
long as
fail.
They're
They're somehow underwater for like 7 minutes. I can't do that.
Yeah,
This person's been underwater for an hour. I turned blue.
Like it's that's something I did every time on every movie. I was just like,
I think I might have done that maybe a couple of times, but then comes to the realization like they beat me so much, I'm not trying anymore.
And you know, the only reason why I did it was because I would be like trying my best, and sometimes I would actually make it, like if it was less than a minute or something. But at some point, you know, if it's like several minutes, I'll be like almost blue, my eyes are almost popping out, you know, almost choking myself to death, almost fainting, and I'll be like, bullshit.
Bullshit. There is no way this person can hold his breath for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
There's
no way.
theBlu.
But yeah, that is my game. theBlu. Shadow.
Give me a second, I gotta sneeze.
Oh, bless you. Banana, pineapple.
Oh.
Pineapple. Pineapple. It's pineapple.
I'm sorry.
You stop!
I'm sorry.
I was sitting here like, oh god, he's wrapping up. Oh god, I've gotta sneeze. Okay. Game, right? I haven't played it yet, but I got it because it was on sale over Christmas. And I've been busy with model stuff and stuff like that, but the Subnautica VR, like I love Subnautica as the base game, but the ability that it comes with like VR capability, so you can play it on flat screen or in VR. The same base game, so it's nice. Really cool, I'm excited. I like how both of our things are aquatic themed.
Yeah, I feel like I missed
Subnautica is also underneath.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like I forgot the memo. I missed the memo.
You missed the memo? It was all underwater, didn't you?
Oh, man.
I didn't read the notes. I'm so sorry, Kenny. I didn't read the notes. What a shame. Such a shame.
No, because I've been following Subnautica since like it was like first in like early development, because I love like these open world survival games and stuff like that. And then like watching Markiplier play through it was all so cool, and like now that it's come as a fully fleshed game and you can even play it in VR, like I'm so hyped. I'm just worried about how motion sick I'm gonna get in it, because water makes me super motion sick in VR.
Let alone scare the shit out of you half the time. You just hear something from behind you, you look behind you, and there's a giant fucking, you know, like a sea dragon or something, and it's just like, what? Where'd you come from?
Yeah. But I also love like the idea of the integration, like of the fact that you're wearing a VR headset is also part of the immersion, because like your character's wearing like goggles and stuff the entire game.
The thing about Subnautica, it's not, I wouldn't call that an entry level VR experience. That is more like, it's very easy to get motion sick in that. In theBlu that I had, my highlight, it's very much an entry level. Like that one, I think.
Oh yeah, yours is an entry level. This one's like a much more advanced one. This is one that you've already gotten your toes wet in VR for a little bit. You're looking for something bigger.
Yeah, 100%. Subnautica is an incredible game, just standalone on desktop as well. Like the VR version, I've heard mixed tales of it. Some people say it's not really as good as desktop, but
yeah, next time I come around, I'll probably be able to report on it. But what I like is that it's with the base game. It's not something like Skyrim VR or something that you have to buy it all over again.
For the 7th
came
time.
As an update with the base game. I bought Skyrim so many times. I've never bought it for VR because I know I'll be too motion sick to play in it. But I'm wondering if, since it's underwater, if I'm gonna get less motion sick, and that's why I went ahead and got it, because then I can still play the flat screen game even if it does make me too motion sick to play in VR.
Subnautica.
You know, Skyrim is coming for the smart fridge this year. Just wait and see.
Oh,
Skyrim mobile.
$59.
Oh no, don't say that. I can already see it now.
And then Christmas of 2023, you'll have Skyrim limited edition for the smart fridge.
Oh yeah,
Man.
100%.
Oh, you guys need to stop this. I don't like this bit. I don't like it one bit. No, I don't like this.
Wait. Imagine Pokemon Go, but Skyrim.
Oh gosh.
Oh my.
Don't give Bethesda
Yeah,
any
yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
God damn
Giving
it.
him ideas.
Take that back.
Oh, no.
Delete this part of this the
New
podcast.
Bethesda, we have a new game release this year. It's called Skyrim Go. What's it called now?
Oh,
Skyrim Go.
God.
Skyrim
Want to
Trails.
catch
catch
your Khajiit.
Pokemon? You
Skyrim
want to catch
Trails.
Pokemons while playing Skyrim? Well, you could catch a
I feel like we-
Pikachu or a Bulbasaur while you're fighting trolls.
I was thinking more just like what if it like functioned more like an RPG? Like you have random encounters, like you get like a little notification on your phone, and it says there's a dragon attack.
There's a dragon
Stop.
attacking you.
Oh
You're
my
under
God.
arrest in the name of the law.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And to get away, you have to
Skyrim
actually
belongs to the
run.
Nords.
As long as they can send you a notification saying you took an arrow to the knee.
Sorry, traveler. You just took an arrow to the knee. Open your app now.
Or you just get one, or there's one rare notification you became Dragonborn.
You actually have
Alright.
to scream the words to it. You know?
All right, too many ideas going to the Bethesda right now. We need to chill.
Bethesda.
Yeah, I agree. We should move on. Falcon,
What's your
game.
aquatic game?
Yes. My aquatic game is like the best aquatic game ever. It's called the ocean. No. My game is Job Simulator. It is, for me personally, I like the game because that was my first ever VR experience game. Now
Oh, really?
when I lived back in my old state, in the mall, they had something called a VR cafe. And you know, it was just a cafe and they had booths VR set up, and it was so cool. Like once I first saw it, I you know, being a kid, like I've always wanted VR, you know, seeing it, everyone doing it, it's like I want this. And you know, I would beg my mom, be like, can we go there, please, please, please? And you know, we went, she took me there the one day, and it was like amazing. And you know, going through the tutorial and everything, and you know, they gave you a list of games, and I saw Job Simulator. So I was like, you know, I want to try this out. And for being new to VR, it is something that's not too much. You know, you can just mess around in the game. You don't have to follow a certain objective or anything. It's something that's pretty cool, and you can just do whatever you want. And it was fun for me when I was a kid. And I know they have another one too. It's called, I think, Vacation Simulator.
Yeah.
There's a sequel. Oh, yeah, it's kind of a sequel. Job Simulator is so cute. I mean, just look at this.
Even for a kid like that, it's such a good game, because it's like, you know, if anything, it teaches kids too. It's like, you know, everyone does this. This is what it's like to have a job. So it's like, well, not exactly like this, like shooting fireworks off in the store, but you know, it's even for a kid, it's something that's fun, and I think a lot of kids would love this.
You've been doing a really good job lately.
Yeah, it's a really good experience. Like, it's a fully fledged single player game in VR, and it's genuinely good. It's worth the money. I think it's like
Oh, it is.
$17 or something on Steam. 19.
It's around there, yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Goes on sale a
I
lot.
got it for free from something too.
It goes on sale a lot. Wait for a sale, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, that hurts
Yeah,
on Humble
it's-
Bundle a lot, I think, because I think
Yeah.
my friend gave me a Humble Bundle code for it.
It's one of those games that like everyone seems to have, except for me.
Hmm.
But
I don't have it either.
Or just
As much as
played.
it was my first game, I never.
I watched a lot of
Never bought it.
playthroughs. There's like a lot of people on Twitch and
Yeah,
stuff playing it.
I want to get the vacation one, and I've never watched gameplay of it because I want to play that one myself and go into it like blind, because it was like that for Job Simulator. You know, playing it for the first time, I didn't know what I was doing. I was, you know, new to VR.
Mm. Yeah, it's a genuinely good game. Like it's fun. It's cute. It's fun. It's goofy. Play it. You'll love it.
Job simulator. If you're unemployed and you want to know how it feels to have a job, get the game.
You want to shoot fireworks off at your boss? Go ahead. What?
Oh, someone got a text. Hello?
A call.
Answer it. Answer it. Answer it.
It's my mother. She wants to FaceTime me. I'm not gonna
Answer
answer it.
Answer it.
No.
Come on,
Answer
come on.
She hung up
Aw.
anyways.
Oh, lame. I was so ready for a conversation
Call
outside
her
here.
Call her back. Just call my mom while I'm on the VR. What are you doing? I'm at a podcast right now in virtual reality.
Hey, Mom, I'm live on TV.
Say hello to everyone.
I should have sent this to my dad.
In 10 episodes when you're back again for whatever reason,
Yeah.
because somehow you hear every 10 episodes, you can do it then?
Okay, yeah. I'll be back in 10 episodes.
Maybe it'll be less. Maybe it'll be 5. Maybe it'll be the next episode.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know. Can you just panic contact me? He's like, hey, somebody called out. Can you come? And I'm just like, okay.
It's every 10th episode, someone calls out.
One of these days we can plan it a little bit better instead of just like, hey, Shadow.
Help.
Listen, you looked out. I was supposed to be 4 hours away right now.
Oh goodness, where were you supposed to be?
I was gonna go hang out with one of my a friend that I met here on VR chat. Hassan.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh, that's
I don't know
A
if
true
that's
gamer. Skipped
Yeah.
touching grass for VR. We appreciate you.
yeah, appreciated. Anyway, just yeah, your game.
My game is Until You Fall, and it's very heavy into. It's like sort of like it's swords and hammers and all that. It's a fighting game, and I think it's one of the funnest times I've had swinging swords around in VR because it gives you like when someone attacks you, it gives you a prompt to like put your sword there to block it. And it's kind of boring in the early sort of levels where it's like, oh yeah, there it is. You have like 3 seconds to get up to it and block it. But when you're on the hardest difficulty, you're like trying to like match, like you're trying to block things like milliseconds, like so fast, and like also swing at the enemy with your sword. Do we have a video on it? It'd make a lot more sense. But I played it for like 2 or 3 hours straight.
In its place, monsters
And
wow.
it's called Until You Fall because it's the same level. It's the same game each time. Each time you die, you go back to level 1. But you keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Oh, that would get me so mad.
Yeah, and it gives you like the power abilities. You can swing the certain way. Yeah.
I can
That
see
looks
my
cool as heck, though.
Yeah, so there you
my
can see the
forgetful
little.
ass forgetting how to do things.
The little blue bars you have to put your sword in to block. You can upgrade your weapons. They have 2-handed weapons now too. So they're still updating the game, yeah.
And that is cool.
Oh, and it's like cardio because
That's my wish list.
there's also dodging you have to do. It'll tell you to like dodge left, dodge right, or duck. And you're constantly bobbing up and down. Like these giants with swords are swinging over your head.
rise again.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
It's
this
just-
seems so cool.
It makes you feel
I'm
powerful.
definitely adding this to my wish
At,
list.
at the end of each round.
Does it have any multiplayer?
No. That'd be cool though.
Oof.
At the end of each round though, you get to choose a power up, and in order to like, you have to grab it, and in order to choose it, you like have to squeeze it really tight. I don't know how the index does it, but like if you just
think- I
if you
think I
just
saw
grab
that.
it, like it doesn't do anything. But like you gotta actually squeeze it, and then it pops, and then you get the power up. It feels so powerful.
Was it is that where like you can change weapons there too, because like I saw when she was grabbing the axe and inspecting it, it looked like a different like it was.
Yeah, you have like a little hub. Like if you die, you got a little hub where you can upgrade or choose different weapons, and you can choose like you got like the short swords, daggers, hammers, maces, and now they have a 2-hand sword. I haven't used that yet just because I feel like I would be bad at it. I just like swinging my arms at things. But I think my favorite part is you can drag the swords together and feel like you're like sharpening them or something. I just do that for a couple minutes.
Just like
Yeah.
I can't even make that sound.
Yeah, it just makes you feel powerful until you reach someone that's really strong, and then you just feel weak. I was actually genuinely terrified at my first like boss. Like I was swinging at it, and I watched the HP bar go dink, dink, and I got it. It was in a humble bundle a month ago, so I got it for like $1. But I think it's usually like $5 or like it's not that expensive. It's fun. It's cardio with fun.
If you know any game that's like
That's
oh
25.
That was 25. Oh, hey, it's $25. Well, I got it in a humble bundle.
You are $20 off.
I got it in a humble
Like,
bundle.
maybe I'll be able to get
I
this.
could have sworn it was cheaper. But yeah,
any
it's
game
worth it. It was worth it. If I had paid 25, it's probably worth it.
Yeah, it does look polished and really like it. From what you describe, it sounds really fun
It is.
as well. And any game that throws you back to the goddamn start,
Oh,
you'll
it's
be like,
oh yeah.
mhm.
You get back in it.
But if
It's
you think of
on.
it, this time it actually gives you an advantage if you go back to the start. You're losing all your levels, but you're also getting power ups and you're getting stronger. As you said, the more you fall, you get stronger.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's
yeah, it sucks when you fail, but at the same time, it's also an advantage because it's like, oh, I can get this power up. That's really cool. Like, I'm glad I, died or I failed or something, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have this power up.
And by the time you die like 10 times, like the first level is so fun because like all like how to like dodge people. You feel so powerful. You're just like, ooh, dodge, swing, block, and you're dead. But the first time you're like, I don't know what to do.
Well, sounds really fun. I might just pick it up, give it a go.
It's good. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Wish there was multiplayer.
Nice.
Even if it was like co-op, just like ganging up on people.
Maybe there will one day.
Yeah,
You
that's
said
it.
it's
That's
still being
exactly what I was
updated.
thinking. Imagine how fun co-op that would be.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And they are
It'd be
still
like,
updating it,
whoa, what
so
was
who
that
knows?
one? What was that one zombie game? That functions similar. I don't remember what it's called.
Vegas Sunrise, New
Vegas.
Um,
Sunrise New Vegas.
Sunrise, Sunshine.
I don't remember if that's what it was. Yeah, something like that.
Sunshine something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah.
Anywho, we should continue down the line. We don't have all day. World highlights. So, my world today. Oh, I may have forgotten my world.
Oh my, it must not be that
yes,
good.
I
it was
can
the-
go if you need
No,
a
no,
second.
I remember. It's the Winter Lodge, the Winter
Winter
something lodge.
Winter Company?
The
Winter Company?
Winter
A
Company?
Snowdin.
Snow something.
Oh,
Snowdin.
Snowdin?
Just no, it's not the Snow Den. It's the lodge something at the very least.
We're about to find out. Snowdin Lodge.
Thin line.
Snowdin Lodge.
You just said
yes.
it wasn't Snowdin.
Not Snowdin.
It is Snowdin.
Oh,
It is Snowdin
yeah, she
Lodge.
said Snowdin.
Yeah.
Well, my ears aren't working properly. Oh no! I see that my smoother is not on.
We can
Yes,
see
now
your
you see my shaky
we
mouse
can see your
movement.
shaky hand. Ooh,
Yeah,
rough.
unfortunately.
Someone didn't
I'm
check
sorry.
their work. It still looks
Oopsie
cool.
doopsie.
Looks cozy.
Yeah, well, the world is actually really beautiful. I love it. Like it has this outside area as well as like this lodge, which is like the main piece of the world, but it has a lot of it around it as well. Like you got this pavilion and a tent area, that cave that you just saw earlier as well. Like it's very cozy.
When my new world's finished, I'll come on and I'll show it off.
You'll pull a Sirius.
Looks
Sirius shows off his own world.
cozy.
Snowdin Lodge.
It
Snowdin
does.
Lodge, yeah.
Really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's very
So,
comfy.
your
Yeah.
world?
So my world is the Open VR Chat Dance Studios dance practice world, and I'm doing this because they're one of my partners with one of the clubs I am head DC for, Club Lost Souls. But it's a really good place if you ever were interested in learning dancing at any capacity, at any style. They have different dance classes every day of the week, and their actual like dance practice world is so nice. It's so pretty, and it's got like these cool noise isolation chambers. So when you enter one of these noise isolation chambers, nobody outside of the chamber can hear you, and no one and you can't hear anyone outside of the chamber, so it just like completely
Oh,
blocks you
really?
in. Yeah. So,
I noticed that you had like training dummies there as well. I think I included it in the video.
that's not how you plural a name that's already ends in an S.
Kenny's bad at that.
I'll plural anything I want, alright? It
Yeah,
may
like
be a
those-
script.
Those pillars of light, like each of those are like noise isolation zones. So I always encourage people to go check that out. Even if you're not interested in like getting into like dancing, but you just want to learn a couple things that you can use IRL. It's honestly the people over there are all super nice. Everybody's willing to teach you something. So it's a place that I highly encourage people to go.
I
The
definitely will
head
be going
movement
there.
got me on this
Oh
one.
yeah, the head movement. I hate those. Yeah, no, I don't. I never turn those on. Those things are terrifying. But other than that, the world's really pretty.
Yeah, it's a lot of green plants, and I can appreciate that.
Mm.
And a good view, like the outside, they've added, like, it's not a skybox, it's actually buildings that they've added, and they're actually good details on them. So yeah, good world.
Yeah, and you did
I
say in the
included
description. Yeah.
I
link to
included
the
the link
Discord.
to the Discord of that dance club in the description. Yeah, it's down there. Like all links for worlds, games, all of it is
Okay.
down in the description. Even your link tree.
Oh, you pull my link tree there? Let's go.
Yeah.
My OnlyFans will be there soon as well.
My only.
Oh my. Are you gonna pull a Markiplier and start an OnlyFans?
No, I'm gonna be specializing in VR feet.
Oh my god, you're disgusting. Stop it. No, we are going away from this topic.
People
No,
accused
no.
me of making the
Oh,
feet
no.
on my models too nice.
Well, maybe I'll
Falcon,
have to buy one of your
your world,
models
your
for my
world.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, I
We
want
need
to
to
go
segue
from the
out of
feet
this. We
topic.
need to
I hate
segue
feet.
out of this.
Take my boots off.
Oh no, we're not going into the feet topic. Let's please go.
Grippers check.
Oh no.
Hey, someone will pay for it.
So,
Oh my god.
yeah, my foot up your ass will pay for it.
Hey, some people are into that.
Alright. Oh no. So, the world I have picked is called Warm Obscured. And I've had that world for. I've been going there for a while. It is a really nice and relaxing world. My favorite spot in the world is the roof. It is such a nice world to just, if you want to rest or something that is not too bright or something. It is a really nice.
It's incredibly
night world.
dark.
Yeah, it looks dark.
It is dark. But it is
barely see
the scenery. The scenery is just so nice though. Like everything that's in there is so beautiful. There's even little things to do. Like I know there's fireworks there. There's I believe pens. It is a nice world. Even just like
Actually, really enjoyed it.
the assets that they added, is really nice.
And there's like this whole area around like the house itself as well, like the nature and the shade that they use to get the sun rays or moon rays through the leaves. of the trees.
It is just like I said.
Oh, it's
Granted,
so
the world
nice.
is a bit dark. I believe you can turn up the brightness a bit, but it's just like I don't know how do you pronounce it. The atmosphere is just so calm and nice.
The vibes.
It's so nice. I love it.
I actually really did enjoy your highlight, Falcon. I genuinely thought that this world is really beautiful, and it's so dark on desktop, but I think in VR it'll be just right. Like it may not.
Yeah, and VR it's a little bit brighter than what you see in there, but it's still dark, but it's that right darkness though. It's so soothing and it's not too heavy on your eye. It's just something that's, in my opinion, perfect.
Yeah, it's really good, and the creek with the river going through as well. Like and the
There's
bridge
so many
over
nice
it.
things. And just the little things is like, and especially in worlds like that, if you pay more attention to it and you look closely, the attention to detail that some of these creators put is just so fantastic, and it's so beautiful because it's like, oh shit, they did this. This is really nice. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, it's genuinely a good world. 10 out of 10. Mr. Tight.
Go ahead, finger hands.
Oh, hello. Sorry. My world was the Palace. It's a event world. I haven't been there in a while. I kind of forget I chose it a while ago, but I remember drinking there, being hydrated there.
Hydrating.
I was hydrating. If I'm remembering the correct one, there's like a dance floor, there's a gaming floor, like all these different areas. Just a good place if you're trying to have a hype night, you know? Kind of chill and hydrate. And yeah. Gotta have the neon lights. Oh yeah, this world, yeah.
Lot of neons.
Lots of neon lights. They got pretty sure this is when I first played I played Battle Shots.
I went there once.
And then I went and we played what was it called? It was just like a horse racing card game, and I was super hydrated and very hyped. Lots of yelling happened.
The horse race card game. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. You
Next
know
party
it's
world?
gonna be a bad tomorrow when they pull out the horses. You know?
Maybe that's why. Oh, I think I chose it
it's
because I was gonna DJ or something. Someone was trying to get me. I wanted to DJ there. Then it was S'mores. It was S'mores. Yeah, S'mores were trying to get me to DJ there.
Next party world?
Do you
Question mark?
DJ?
Yeah,
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while, but
Yeah,
I'm
what
trying.
am I saying? Of course you do. You got the shades and
should
all.
come-
Of course, look at my
You should come
shades.
DJ when I get my DJ world up.
I'm so down.
It's like it's like a huge music festival vibes world out on the middle of an iceberg.
Yo, it's like the Club Penguin iceberg.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's based
Let's
off of.
go.
Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Club Penguin. Yeah, Club Penguin. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, I was trying to play Club Penguin
Yeah.
earlier. Speaking of which,
There's so much Club Penguin. Yeah. I'm speaking of my DJing career. I am setting up my room in the next 2 weeks to start it back up. Since I moved, I've been
Let's
lazy,
go.
so been planning on moving. I
DJ
got
Hughes
some.
in the house.
Yeah, I got some more
You're gonna
RGB
do
lights.
that. Wicka, wicka, wicka,
Yeah, I
wicka,
got that.
wicka, wicka.
Got you.
scratching.
Yeah, I got some more RGB lights I got to put up. I got a table for my DJ deck. I got everything.
You can become one of those streamers.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm gonna be the next Skrillex. Probably not, but
The next Skrillex.
Well, some dubstep's gonna hit
Next,
hard, I guess.
yeah, it'd be the next Skrillex, Deadmau, and
Deadmau 5.
everyone combined. Deadmau 5. It'll be Deadmau 6.
Dead Mouse.
Deadmau 7.
It's
Dead
Mouse.
Yeah, that was my world. Maybe you'll see me DJing there someday.
To be honest, Deadmau, while we're on him, his music is just like on repeat. Like, come on, it's like takes 5 minutes for the beat to change.
I mean, I love dubstep. Like that's one of, or just that music genre in general. But it's like the problem with it though is a lot of them they just use the same in rhythm over and over and over again. It's like
The last
it kind of just like
dubstep song I enjoyed was Bonfire.
Ooh.
oh by Skrillex.
Bonfire's
By
really
Skrillex.
good.
Bonfire.
I hate all of Skrillex's new stuff.
Skrillex isn't the same anymore. Like
It's
can we go
changed.
back to
No.
like old like Bangarang, fuck, Scary Monsters and Night Spirit? Like can we
give
go
me
back to
the
those?
2010s era EDM,
Yes,
please.
yes.
Let's return to 2010s era EDM.
I don't listen to the new
favorite
stuff.
Song.
I all I have on repeat is the
I
old
don't
stuff.
either. One of my favorite songs is Cinema. Cinema, the Skrillex version that Skrillex made. I love that that song. That song is so amazing. I love it so much.
Anyway, we should go to plugs.
Plugs.
Always
Plugs. So, my plug. I don't really have much to plug. I'll plug the. Yeah.
My cat's
See, this
I'll
is always the
plug-
This is always a problem when we have the plug part. Everyone's like, we can't think of a good plug. Who's a good plug? Every time it's because it's just.
I'll plug myself.
There you go.
I think that's what most people just end up doing.
Go check out my avatars and commission server. I'll be dropping the announcement for the avatars I'm going to be releasing. I can't decide if the first avatar I'm going to release is going to be either a pair of corrupted elves or if it's going to be people in business suits. Because I have them both done. I just don't know which one I want to release yet.
I want corrupted elves in business suits.
Corrupted elves in business suits.
Yep.
I should get a suit.
I meant to add a suit
Well,
to
I
this.
just made a full 4-piece suit for VR chat avatars.
Oh.
Ooh.
Next
we need
next
to do one
podcast.
podcast where we're
Next
all
podcast.
dressed up in real business. That's
Real
what we
business
need.
attire.
No,
Yeah,
that's the
real
episode we
business.
talk about transportation.
Yeah.
Yes. We're first class. We're first class. We got business suits on and everything. First class. That'll be the podcast title. First class.
I'll
Oh my
go
God.
further. I'll add a filter to the microphone for Sid where it'll be like
We should scout out some worlds and stuff like that are actually.
Yeah, we'll have to do
'Cause
like
I
a
know some really
complete.
good like train worlds that have like bench seating and stuff like that, so we can still sit like this.
I'm down.
be a train station, or a train station one spot, an airport another, then say like a bus stop, or like parking lot, like a taxi spot.
Maybe we'll do like a special kind of podcast episode where instead of having like a fully fledged hour session where we do like maybe 10 minutes, then a quick break where we go to another world and then go to another train or whatever, and then another
that
train,
would be
another
so
train.
cool.
It'll
be like
fun.
I have.
it'd be like,
Oh my god. Captain, is that you?
Captain is a
Hello? Captain?
It broke.
Flight 666.
Well, Captain, where we heading?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, I'm jumping.
Oh,
Detroit,
goodness me.
Michigan.
I am jumping off the flight.
Jumping. Well, you guys can just come to Ohio with me. You guys are 3 hours from me then.
I
if
was
you guys go
just
to
about to
Detroit.
say, at least it's not Ohio.
All right, you know what, dude. You know what?
Either of those destinations,
It's either here
I'm
or
jumping.
Detroit. One. I'm jumping.
Oh my goodness.
I see how it is. You guys don't want to see me.
Give me my
Hurts so
glider.
much.
I am hopping out.
There will be no plane doors to get out. I'm sorry.
I'll find a way.
It'll be like the studio. It'll be like the studio. There's no doors. You can't leave.
Damn.
Okay, here's something I'll plug. I'll plug Air Canada. Air
Transportation.
Canada is okay.
Okay.
Transportation.
Nice.
They're not horrible. At least they really they have good ground service. I'll give them that. Good ground service. Did you have a plug,
Justin?
Falcon? Well, do you want
or
to push it on
Justin?
Justin?
I'm just
first?
plugging myself because I have nothing else.
I'm plugging myself. You know what? I didn't really have a plug, but I thought of one. I'll plug the T3. You guys are amazing. I've known a lot of you for almost over a year now, and you guys still handle my bullshit. But I love
Tolerate.
you all. You guys are amazing. You guys tolerate me. And as the year has come, the 2023. I guess I have known you guys for over a year now, and it's a really good friendship I have with all of you guys. Kenny, it's like I love your French accent. It's so amazing, dude. I love your French accent. Everyone in the group is amazing.
I was about to say I am so grateful that you finally give us the appreciation of our tolerance.
Whoa!
It's a long overdue. Thank you so much, Falcon. It's very much appreciated.
Oh my
But
god.
you guys are all amazing. I love you all. You guys have stuck around for a while, and you guys are an amazing friend group.
That's why I put That's why I put the sunglasses on this character. He can't see me cry. You got the tear.
You can't see the tears.
Oh well, if we don't have any more plugs to plug, do you have any more plug?
Nope, I gotta bail.
Yeah, we're just about to end, so I guess we'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching the 31st episode of the virtual podcast, especially thanks to you who tuned in live. We'll likely be back next week. Until then, enjoy the week to come and whatever. Bye-bye, everybody. Goodbye.
See you again in another 10 episodes.
10 episodes.